Hey everybody, Michelle here with MissyMichelle.com. Hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. And I'm actually just getting into my parking spot right now. So I'll give you guys a couple seconds. We are going to talk about today the 5 tips to an amazing curb appeal. These are the tips that are going to set your home apart from everybody else's that is on the market. And there are buyers who won't even make it inside your home because of the way it looks on the exterior. So, and I do have on my Christmas list a holder for my phone for the car, so I don't have to hold it anymore. But I'll give you guys a couple seconds to get on here. And today we're not going to have one particular business highlight because there are a lot of businesses that I will be able to share with you as we go through each one of the tips for today. I'm going to grab my cheat sheet because I will forget things if I don't have it written down. So 5 tips to amazing curb appeal. The first one is probably the most obvious, but it's the one that gets overlooked the most because people want to save the most money before selling their home, not realizing that if you put a little bit of money into beautifying your home, that you will actually get more out in return. So the first tip would be to paint the exterior of your home. Now, not all the time does your home have to be completely repainted, but if you go through and you look at it and there's chipped paint, fix those areas. And then always your front door should be something that's very bold and that stands out and is very well taken care of. So painted. If you have a glass door, just make sure everything looks very nice on the door. The door, and we'll get into more of that, but just make sure that you are painting the exterior of your home. It's always easier just to get a professional painter to paint it. We do have somebody that we can refer to you. I will put down in the comments who that person is. We used Polson Painting for our exterior of our home, and we were very satisfied with them. They weren't the cheapest to go with. However, we worked with them and they were able to work the price with us on our home. So number 1 tip would be to paint the exterior of your home. And when you have a professional come out to paint the exterior, they are going to clean it from top to bottom. So that is, if you aren't painting, at least clean the home from top to bottom. Make sure all of your gutters are cleaned out. Make sure all of the trim, the fascia, everything is clean and looks good. And that the person who's purchasing your home doesn't have to come in and touch anything on the exterior, basically. So number 2 would be pressure wash. So when I say pressure wash, I'm not talking about the exterior of your home because that would be covered under tip number 1. This would be pressure washing your driveway, pressure wash the walkway to your front door from the driveway, pressure wash your sidewalk in front of your home, pressure wash the curb in front of your home. Make sure everything looks super, super neat and clean. You want everything to have that crisp feel. So when they're coming, I mean, this is the first impression that they're going to have of your home is the exterior. We'll get into the interior later, but you don't want to disappoint when they walk inside after they've seen this beautiful exterior. But these are going to be the tips that are able to get the buyer to walk into your home. I have actually been out with buyers that at first sight of the exterior of the home said they did not even want to go into the interior. The pictures on the inside could be so beautiful online that when they get to the exterior of the home, if you don't have it clean, pressure wash is one of the first things people will notice. The driveway, the dirty, dirty driveway. There are people you can hire to pressure wash your driveway, your sidewalk, your pathway, and it's very inexpensive to have them do that, and it makes a world of difference on the curb appeal. So number 3 tip for to an amazing curb appeal would be all of your landscape. if you don't have somebody who's maintaining your landscape, at least get out there when you decide to put your home on the market. Clean up all of your landscape, clean up all of your hedges, make sure they're all nice and even, make sure they're not covering the windows in the front. Make sure that you have fresh mulch down or fresh nuggets, whatever it is you put down. If it's stone, make sure they're fresh, they look clean, they're, you know, they still have their color to them. That really adds to your landscape. Just try to remind yourself whenever you do that during the year how different the front of your home looks. It just looks so nice and clean. The landscape, and we'll get to this as far as beautifying and dressing up the exterior, but you can plant seasonal flowers in the beds, like around the trim of the beds. Make sure that your landscaping is edged neat and nice. That way you can see clearly this. If you don't have any of the decorative trim that goes around, make sure that everything is just edged nicely. Make sure all of your trees are trimmed nicely. If there's any tree limbs that you think are hanging over the roof, that would be an issue for somebody. Just put yourself in the buyer's position. If you're looking at the house and are afraid of a tree because of a tree limb, go ahead and take care of that. You can hire people to come out and do that for you. The next one would be to fix things. A lot of people have rotten fascia that's around. Go ahead and fix all of those things. Now, if you're getting your house professionally painted, it would most likely be taken care of by them. But fix any broken bulbs on your light bulbs. Fix if your coach lights are broken, fix them. If there's a broken doorknob, fix it. Get a new one. Sorry, I just had somebody calling through, so I don't know what that did to the live feed. Loose boards, if you have any loose boards that you need to fix, if you have any bricks, if you have a brick driveway or brick pathway or even brick in your house or stone in your house, fix those things. Make sure that they're all good to go. Siding, if any siding is messed up, go ahead and fix that as well. The last thing, that was number 4, was to just fix things around the exterior of the home. Number 4 would be just to dress up the home. Simple things like putting a new welcome mat down make a huge difference. They're very inviting to the guest who's coming in. And don't get some crazy welcome mat. Get something that says welcome. You know, just something very simple, brand new, very inexpensive. These will make a world of difference to the buyer when they're going to open that front door. They're going to open a front door to potentially what might be their new home. So you want to make it very inviting and warm. Dress up the front door area. Get an urn with some fresh planted flowers. Have like a nice wreath on the door that's very inviting. Anything that makes you feel warm and welcome. And right now is a good time to be doing all this, especially in Florida, because it's going to get cooler out, so you won't be in the hot sun. So I would say if you're going to start doing this stuff, start doing it a couple of months prior to when you think you're going to put your house on the market. That way you're not rushing at the very end. Now the flowers, for somebody like me, I wait to plant the fresh flowers because I don't know how to keep flowers alive. So I plant them at the very last second. But everything else, like the mat, the painting of the house, all of that, the pressure washing, go ahead and get those done. And we're not in rainy season right now, so you won't have to worry about getting it all mucked up again and then having to do all that again when you put it on the market in, let's say, January or February. Another thing for dressing up the exterior would be brand new coach lights. Coach lights make a huge difference, and a lot of the time the ones that the builders put on the home, or even if there is any, if you have an outlet for a coach light, put coach lights in. They're very inexpensive and they make a huge impact. And don't get dinky ones. Try to stay with the style of the home. Going back to that, when you paint your home, try to stay with the style of the neighborhood. When you start going really bold with the exterior colors, it starts to turn people away, and it removes from that curb appeal. So stay with the colors. Obviously, if you have an HOA, you're going to have some standards that you have to stick with. But try to pick the more neutral of those color schemes, and try to pick a color scheme that matches the style of your home. Sometimes, you know, there's different home architecture that calls for different colors. And if you don't know what I mean, I can show you some pictures. I think that was it. I mean, that is your 5 tips to amazing curb appeal. If you can do all of those, you're going to be winning right away. You're going to be able to sell your home at a higher price per square foot in the neighborhood. You're going to be able just to make a difference, and we'll go into the interior next time. Maybe I can do that on Friday about what, now you've got them, you've captured their attention from the exterior. How are you going to carry that into the inside? But if you have any questions on that, give us a call, 813-444-7506. Shoot us an email, shoot us a message on Facebook. I also post these on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel as well. But like I said, I'm not going to do a business highlight today because we've got a painter that we can refer to you, Polson Painting. We've got pressure washer. We've got landscape people, landscapers, I should say. Keep up your lawn. Make sure that it's being mowed regularly. If you have a lot of weeds and you need weed control, we have somebody that we can refer to you for that. Grass monkey. As far as fixing and dressing up, well, that's kind of up to you to go to the store, whether it's Target or Walmart, and get those things. Don't spend a lot of money on these things. You don't have to. You're moving, so you don't have to break the bank. But I will tell you, they will make a huge difference in your net proceeds. So, hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. I will talk to you soon. Thank you for joining. And let me just make sure. I don't think that I saw any questions come through, but for some reason, I never do. But have a great week. Have a great rest of your week, and we will talk with you soon. Bye-bye.